Hi, my name is Sahira and welcome to my online belly dance studio. Hi, today we're going to look at some footwork that can be used stationarily or while traveling. It's called a step touch, and what it is basically a step and a touch, just like it sounds like, right? So what you're doing is, say I'm starting on the right foot, you're going to step with one foot, then touch with the other. So I'm just touching that in place, not putting any weight on it, and then I'm going to switch. I'm going to step on that left foot, touch the right. There's a couple of different patterns for the feet that you can do as far as positioning is concerned. Today we're going to look at directly underneath you, just like this. Step touching, you're in place. Your feet stay basically in your neutral position, your basic belly dance position, about hip width apart. Another option is to step and touch out to the side. Same idea here, it's still a step touch, a weighted step, an unweighted touch, weighted step, unweighted touch. When we travel, this one's really cute. And you can travel by stepping in front and then touching, or stepping behind and then touching. So the footwork is pretty basic, but what you can do on top of it is quite a bit of fun. So we can add a hip lift, which is your most common addition to this footwork. And the hip lift will be created mostly by squeezing that oblique to lift up the hip. You can also get a little bit of a glute squeeze to lift up that hip. So you can do that right underneath you on the touch. Step, touch, step, touch. So I'm lifting my hip up and in towards me on the touch. Step, lift, step, lift. I can also do this if I step out to the side, using the glute, using the oblique to lift the hip up. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Obviously you can take this on the road because you're able to move your feet with it. So with the feet underneath me, I can step touch here to walk myself forward. Same idea, walking back, step touch, walking back, feet underneath me. I can also do the crossing step. So like I mentioned, when we walk forward with this, I'm going to cross, extend, cross, extend, cross, extend, cross, extend. Today I'm going to show you two different arm variations to go with that movement. These I think are probably some of the most popular arm variations to use with the step touch. One hand is going to come to the head here, so the hand is flipped over, palm towards the ceiling, lightly resting on the head. The other arm comes out shoulder level, elbows slightly bent, fingers energized. This arm is going to match your lifting hip, that's the touch. And then you'll switch. Step, touch, step, touch. If we look at just the arms, you'll notice that the arms are being led by the wrists. So my wrists are pushing forward or pulling in towards the head. So as far as the hands are concerned, wrists arrive at the destination first, and fingers are dragging behind. Shoulders are fairly stationary. When we take it out to the side, we're going to vary that just a little bit. We're going to bring one hand behind the head, and the other arm is going to go out to the side. This arm, once again, is going to match your touch or lifted hip. Step, touch, step, touch. The back arm, the thumb is pointing down. This arm is energized, elbows slightly bent, energy in the fingers. Step, touch, step, touch. So that's our two variations for the arms. We're going to go ahead and drill this stationary and traveling, both foot and arm variations. So here we go. All right, so we're going to start it over here so we have some space to travel. Nice and slow. We're going to go step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Now we're going to walk it. Step, touch. So take it around in a little circle. Good. Couple more like this, and then we're going to double time it. So 5, 6, double time it in a circle. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Keep that hip lifting, use the oblique, use the glutes. Switching variation. So in place, your step is just going to come to the center. When I travel, my step is going to cross in front. Keeping the arms fairly lifted, they're only going down to about shoulder level. Let's slow this down. Step, touch, step, touch. Let's take it around once the speed. Step, touch. So when you travel, cross that foot in front to get the traveling to work. Step, touch, step, touch. Lifting the hip. All right, let's speed it up here in place. Step, touch, step, touch. Now let's take this around this speed. Here we go. Step, touch, step, touch. Bring it back to place. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is your basic foot pattern, the step touch.